When the Indian team was announced for the New Zealand ODI and tests versus Australia, there was a certain bit of anguish from a certain section of fans. Yes, there were some notable omissions, there were some notable inclusions, but one man's omission, especially for the two tests against Australia, has drawn a lot of flack. Yes, we are talking about Sarfaraz Khan. Now remember, Sarfaraz Khan is one of the players in the domestic circuit who is absolutely setting the stage on fire. In the Ranji Trophy, especially in first class cricket, his average is 80.47, and that average is actually the second best in the whole world after the late great Sir Don Bradman. With those kind of statistics that he's accumulated in domestic cricket, why hasn't Sarfaraz Khan not been included in the Indian cricket team? Because he has done whatever he could in the past 2 to 3 years to ensure that he not only knocked on the selection doors, but he's actually broken them down. Sarfaraz's non-inclusion for the first two tests once again opens up the debate as to whether Ranji Trophy first class cricket is the benchmark for selection, or is only the IPL or several other criteria, the A tours are the major criteria. Because Sarfaraz Khan's exclusion comes at a time when the Indian cricket team is dealing with the problem of plenty. What I am going to tell you in this video is that I will give you Sarfaraz Khan's stats, but also I will argue for the fact as to why he could not make it to the Indian cricket team because of circumstances that are out of his hand as well. I will just go by the inclusions in the team, okay. So when the BCCI announced late night yesterday the three squads, one for the New Zealand T20Is, the other for the New Zealand ODIs, and for the first two tests against Australia, there were not many surprises. Rohit Sharma, KL Rahul, Shubman Gill, Cheteshwar Pujara, Virat Kohli, Shreyas Iyer, all had to be picked. KS Bharat and Ishan Kishan. Now, because Rishabh Pant is not available, and that will be a massive blow for India, India had to pick a KS Bharat and Ishan Kishan. Actually, who is going to begin? That is another debate altogether. R. Ashwin, Akshar Patel, Kuldeep Yadav, Ravindra Jadeja, Jadeja's inclusion subject to fitness, Mohammad Shami, Mohammad Siraj, Umesh Yadav, Jaydev Unadkat, no problems in that. But Surya Kumar Yadav's inclusion has once again made it very interesting, because we are possibly at the risk of once again mixing formats. Prithvi Shaw was included in the T20Is, but he's done very well in the Ranji match against Assam, where he hit 379, looking good for 400. So what exactly is the benchmark? Okay, I will just give you that. And once again, let us first begin with Sarfaraz Khan's first class numbers. 3,380 runs, average of 80.4 with 12 hundreds. These are just the bare statistics in first class cricket for Sarfaraz Khan. You look at it in Ranji Trophy, it has been phenomenal ever since 2019. Look at those scores: 301, 226, 177, 275, 165, 153, 134, 126, 162. When he scores 100, he scores massive. And looking at it, even his 50s, 78, 71, 63, 59, 75, all are very big scores. If you look at in this entire chart, where has Sarfaraz Khan just failed just once, when he scored only 5 runs. But such is his staggering consistency that it was very obvious many people would want to see Sarfaraz Khan in the team. That's why even Harsha Bhogle had said on Twitter that very hard on Sarfaraz Khan, who has literally broken the door down in first class cricket. You can't do more than he has. But this is where the major twist is as to why Sarfaraz could not be included. Because Rohit Sharma, Shubman Gill or KL Rahul or Virat Kohli select themselves. Now, where would Sarfaraz Khan play? Mostly around the number 5 or the number 6 position. How do you do that? Because Let us just have a look at Suryakumar Yadav's first class numbers, because Suryakumar Yadav 5,549 runs at an average of 44.45 with 14 hundreds. But in the two matches that he played for Mumbai in the first rounds of the Ranji Trophy, 95 versus Saurashtra and 90 versus Hyderabad, he did look the part. And because Suryakumar Yadav has been in the midst in the Indian cricket team for a long time, his T20I numbers are phenomenal. There is a debate as to whether he can have an impact in ODI cricket. That remains to be seen. Suryakumar Yadav in his two first-class matches for Hyderabad and Saurashtra ensured that he does put his name in that lot. But even Suryakumar Yadav is not a certainty, because look at Shreyas Iyer's numbers. 5,324 runs, 52.71 and 13 centuries. Going on current form in the test match arena right now, Shreyas Iyer averages 56 in the Indian cricket team. How do you ignore Shreyas Iyer, especially looking at the fact that on spinning conditions, he will be the key? There is a straightforward shootout for Shreyas Iyer and Suryakumar Yadav in that number 5 position. And looking at current test form and looking at current all format form, Shreyas Iyer fits the bill. So for number 5, where can you slot in Sarfaraz Khan? Can you avoid Shreyas Iyer? I don't think so. Does Suryakumar Yadav deserve to be left out? No. And there is one more story behind Suryakumar Yadav's inclusion. You want a game changer. Many people are touting that his aggressive play can be that game changer. But you are looking at a like for like replacement. And when Rishabh Pant is not there, who can step in? That is where there is another debate. So Sarfaraz Khan, although he's gotten plenty of runs, he has not managed enough to displace either a Suryakumar Yadav or Shreyas Iyer. What can he do? Because Shreyas Iyer, you can't ignore him on current form. Suryakumar Yadav, he is knocking on the doors of the test team. Many people have talked up his chances, and that is why you cannot ignore both of them. There is a straight shootout for number 5, whether it will be Shreyas or Surya for that Australia series remains to be seen. On current form, it seems to be Shreyas. And potentially, if you have to look at it, Sarfaraz did not capitalize that much on the India A tours. So that has probably weakened his position for one more person, and that is Abhimanyu Ishwaran. Abhimanyu Ishwaran, look at his stats. He has been phenomenal, and he's been in the fringes of the Indian cricket team for a very long time. He was your backup. So you would want to start Abhimanyu Ishwaran, because 6,024 runs, 47.43 average with 20 hundreds. And look at his last 5 knocks. In the Ranji Trophy against Uttarakhand, he had 165, 170 against Nagaland in the Ranji Trophy, 157, 141 in the A tour that India did to Bangladesh, and before that 122 versus Services in the Ranji Trophy. You may argue, okay, hundreds against Services, Nagaland and Uttarakhand may not be great, but you score runs according to the situation and according to the opponent. You're presented with an opponent, you're presented with a condition. If you score runs, great. That is a very subjective thing, whether it is against a strong opponent or a weak opponent. Yes, it is very subjective. But forget Sarfaraz. Ishwaran is also not a certain starter because of the like for like replacement. Rishabh Pant, who is he? A left-hander. What does this guy do? Ishan Kishan. Ishan Kishan's inclusion in the test match is a clear indicator that probably for impact, they are hoping Ishan Kishan matches Rishabh Pant. Because look at his first class average, 2009-85, 38.76, 600s. Recently, when Sanju Samson and Ishan Kishan squared off in the Jharkhand versus Kerala match, Ishan Kishan trumped him with a century, 132. But the stats of Ishan Kishan hide a very dark secret, because look at his performances: 5, 8, 13, 14, 13, 49, 91, 0, 132, 22, 13 and 13. Just an average of 34 in the last games that he's played. Ishan Kishan's inconsistency makes his case weaker. But if India are looking for a like for Rishabh Pant, then they will have to play Ishan Kishan. Otherwise, if India want to take a safer approach, then they will play Abhimanyu Ishwaran. Which is why number 5, number 6, there is already a big battle. Shreyas Surya, Ishan Kishan, Abhimanyu Ishwaran. How can Sarfaraz Khan make it? Sarfaraz Khan, unfortunately, now is down in the pecking order, and it continues the long trend of many players performing brilliantly in the domestic circuit but not getting their due. Amol Muzumdar is one, Priyank Panchal is one. Sarfaraz Khan, he's just 25. We hope that he doesn't fall down that way either. But looking at the highest peak of form that he's in, 3 years in the Ranji Trophy, it is very harsh. But you may never know. What if the Indian team decides that, okay, for the test matches in Dharamshala and Ahmedabad, we will get Sarfaraz Khan in. Until then, if he has continued to score runs, maybe a faint outside chance that Sarfaraz Khan makes it for the 3rd and the 4th test. But whether he makes it into the playing 11 is another big question altogether. The problem of plenty and the slots that have been occupied in the Indian cricket team at this point in time is very intense. You have to feel sorry for Sarfaraz, you have to feel sorry for Ishwaran and Ishan Kishan. You also have to feel bad for Shubman Gill in the test match, because there is a high probability that Shubman might not play, because Rohit and KL might open, Cheteshwar Pujara, Virat Kohli at 3 and 4. Then you will have Shreyas Iyer at 5, Ishwaran or Kishan at number 6. Then you got Ravindra Jadeja / Akshar Patel at 7, Ravichandran Ashwin at 8, and then your 3 bowlers will be Umesh, Shami and Siraj. What do you do in that situation? We hope Sarfaraz Khan gets his due and that he's pretty soon donning the India cap, because he has scored bucket full of runs. Thank you so much, folks, for joining us for this live. We'll be back with more updates on sports today. Press the like, comment and share button. We are also on Facebook, Twitter and Instagram. And don't forget to download the SportsTalk mobile app and check out their websites, because you can get all the access to the T20 leagues that are there, the ILT20, SA20, BBL, and also you will get highlights of the Hockey World Cup that is currently going on in Odisha. Thank you.